Greetings, fellow humans. You know me as Iceman Caesar, and this is what's up in the world today. I want to wish a happy Canada Day out there to everybody coast to coast. It is one of the best days of the year, one of my favorite days of the year to get the chance to celebrate this amazing country, Canada, that we all call home. We're so lucky and so blessed to be able to live in such a great country as Canada. And this Canada Day, as for the last about 5 or 6 years, my family's been coming up to St. Brew because my uncle and his family live in St. Brew, and every year the golf course in St. Brew has a big Canada Day tournament, and it's just become an event that all of our family comes up to St. Brew for. And like I say, last 5 or 6 years, so it's always a lot of fun. This year was no different. You know, it looks like we're gonna win our flight, hopefully. Find out in a few minutes here, and we always kind of we like to have fun and wear a theme. You know, we've had tie-dye, we had Blue Jays shirts. This year we got a little Hawaiian theme going, so it's always lots of fun. To start the day, it looks like we weren't even going to get things started because the weather was so crappy, but it was crazy. Like, basically it was dark, nasty clouds and in a ring all around the sky, and we just had this pretty much an open window above us, and the clouds kept, getting closer and closer. But what an absolute blessing of a day. Like, it rained a little bit, but it kept the clouds kept the sun away a little bit. It was still hot, but not too hot. There was a cool breeze. It was just, we were just so blessed because, like I say, when we got up this morning and looking at the forecast leading up to today, did not look like we were going to get this tournament in. So it's one of my favorite days of the year. The lead up to this, the last month leading up to July 1st, it always takes forever because I look forward to this so much and it's so fun. So I was just thank the Lord for a great Canada Day and great weather, and we don't get a lot of chances to get together as a family, and the fact that we have something that we do every year and everybody is just never canceling. This is a priority for everyone, so it's an absolute blessing, and it's just a great day. We had an awesome day, and I hope everybody out there is having a great Canada Day. We live in the best country in the world. I mean, best country in the world. It's like, but I don't like to play that game of we're the best, but it's like, because we have to move towards thinking of each other as human beings and not like, oh, we're Canadian and we're going like against people. It's like being Canadian is part of our identity. It's our country, but at the same time, it doesn't define everything about us. It's like I just want, I want to build a world, and I'm trying to get to a world where, we're all together, we're all getting along, we're all trying to help each other. We're not, we're not letting the negative influences from Satan and his demons allow us to just have turmoil and tension with people. And there's just, when you have days like today in this great tournament and everybody comes together and it's just so much fun and fellowship, you realize that this is what the world should be about every single day. And there's a lot of things that keep, a lot of stupid things that keep us from getting to that point. Like, there's no reason why we can't come together and, everybody, okay, we're human beings, it's life, people are gonna get pissed off, people are gonna, have a bad day. It's like, but if every single one of us really focuses on trying to find the word here, sorry, a little bit hungover. It's been, it has been a raging weekend as always, but, we have this great country, so many great people, and it's just, sometimes there's just the stupid little things like racism and like imaginary borders. It's like right now where we're looking at, it's so sad to me to look on social media and see the posts online about people trying to avoid American products, and obviously it's awesome that people are trying to support Canada and buy local, but Americans are our brothers, they're our neighbors, they're our friends, they're our allies, and the fact that we're just like puppet boy Donald Trump and the control that Satan and his Illuminati have over the world is unfortunately pushed us to where they're actually trying to create tension and fighting between Canada and the US. It's just pathetic. It's a joke, and it's sad to me to look out on social media and see how we're trying to avoid American products. It's like all that separates us is a stupid imaginary border. It's like, that's why I say I try to pump the brakes on Canada as the best country in the world, because as much as I love Canada and being Canadian, we all have to come together and be one and try to be the best version of ourselves, and we have to try and build the best version of this world. So And but I really feel like Canada is one of the leading countries, and that is going to push us towards that, because Canada is a great place. We have great people. It's not perfect. We have a lot of awful things that have happened in our past that we have to address, like everything, all the relationships between oh man, sorry, my hangover is just crushing my brain. First Nations people, everything that happened with the residential schools, like that is. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard, and the reason why a lot of families and a lot of people are in the situations they are is because they came from that. Like it's almost impossible to be the best version of yourself coming from something just so disgusting and awful as the residential schools, and we have to change it now. It's like we need to like accept the fact that this is our responsibility to make it right. And there's no real way you can ever change what happened. I mean, that is just the worst possible thing, but we have to make this right, and we have to start now, today. And that's, so it's like we don't think of ourselves as white people or native people, or we just think of ourselves as human beings. And we're human beings, and we're living in Canada, and we're going to try to make this the best version of it for everybody. I mean, just because life is good for me doesn't mean it's good for everybody out there. So I need to have that gut check in myself and be like, you know what, I'm going to help people. Even though people struggling doesn't affect me, I'm going to go out of my way to help them and lift people up and raise them up. And I don't care what race they are. I don't care male, female, young, old. It's like we all have to work together. We have to be together. And I just feel we're close. I mean, if you look around in the world, it seems like we're so far, and it's such an impossible thing. But I really feel that we're close. It's just we just need people in powerful, influential positions to start pushing this agenda forward. That we're all human beings. We need to come together in this world, be the best version of ourselves, and try to build the best version of this world. And Canada Day to me just brings out so much positive energy and emotions, and it fills me with a great resolve to do good things. I just want the best version of this world so bad, and I'm not going to stop fighting for it. I'm never going to stop working towards it. And I just but part of it is, like, you got to enjoy life. Most of us spend most of our time in the city, and city living is great. It's great to be in the society like that. But I really encourage people to if you don't know anybody in the country or anything, they rent a cabin or something, or just take a day trip out there. But go out into the country and see the scenery. It's totally different than, I mean, it just gives you so much good energy and emotions that I really encourage people to do it, because for me, it just recharges my batteries when I come out here and get the scenery and the fresh air, and it's a different vibe and energy. Everybody waves when you're walking through town, whether they know you or not. Everyone's nice. It's like this small town country living we need to bring it to the large scale. Like, I really believe that small town country living is the way that the world should be, and we can do it. We have to recognize that Satan and his demons are trying to influence us to fight with people, not to help people, to not, just not let people off the hook sometimes when you don't have to freak out or whatever. If we recognize that, then we're always going to be conscious of, like, no, I'm going to help this person, or the only way we're going to get to the best version of this world is if we help each other. So I just keep on hammering that point out there. But like I said, it's Canada Day. I didn't want to not do a video today because I'm not in my regular routine, not in Regina or anything like that. But I wanted to do a video and just kind of put out a little statement here about Canada Day and Canada and just the world, and how we need to come together and try to be the best version of ourselves and build the best version of this world. So hopefully everybody's having a great Canada Day out there, coast to coast. It's it's been a great weekend for us and my family. Unfortunately, not last night, one of the worst football games I've ever watched in my entire life. But I'm not gonna go off on that, because probably spend another hour going on off of that. But it was nice to be able to sit on the deck with the family and at least watch CFL, even though it was not even close to the kind of game we wanted. But it's just been a great weekend. It's always one of my favorite. I mean, you can kind of see behind me, like, the absolutely beautiful view here in St. Brew, Saskatchewan, on the St. Brew golf course. It is just, I love coming here. This one of the best courses you can golf. Like, I mean, for a small town, it's challenging, it's fun, it's big, it's great scenery. So it's just, just being out here gives me so much positive energy. It makes me so happy, and I just, you know, wanted to spread that out there with everybody and make this video for today. So it's I just, you know, Canada is, I just feel so strongly about Canada as a country, and I really feel that we're going to be one of the driving forces to bringing the world to the place that it needs to be. So, but we have a lot of work to do in our own country. There's a lot of systems in place that are not allowing people to be the best versions of ourselves. There's wrongs that have been committed we need to right, and it's but we can do it. We just have to accept it and then actually put the boots to the dirt and move forward. And you know, if we're standing here talking about it, nothing's going to get done. But if we accept it and say this is what needs to be done and then do it, bickety bam, like we're going to be there. So it's been a great day, great weekend. You know, thank the Lord for blessing us with this amazing weather that could have been easily really shitty. So it's I'm gonna go get back to the crew and everybody. It's been a great day. Hopefully you're all having a good Canada Day, and I'm probably not going to be any video next week because it's my birthday. Shout out to my boy Kevin Bacon, also a July 8th birthday. But next week, probably going to chill and just take one off. But there's lots of content coming up. I got ideas for some more videos. So it's but these last two weeks has been you know, I really enjoy being out in the sun, just in the sunshine and the prairies, man. It's like, you know, we get a lot of flack. You know, oh, they're flat. There's no mountains or anything. But it's like, it's just the little things like the prairie sun, the wind, the grass, the trees. You know, it's just like. It's I just love it. But I'm going to stop talking and get back to things. So hopefully everyone's having a great Canada Day. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you soon down the road. Much love and God bless. Peace.